If you've ever been to Works Reunion Monterey, the name Patrick Motorsports you'll be familiar with, especially if you stuck around to the end of each show, because oftentimes they're in the winner's circle. We're in Phoenix, Arizona, headquarters to Patrick Motorsports. This is the lobby, but the real fun begins behind this door. If you're a Porsche enthusiast like I am, I invite you to join our community. Just head over to pca.org and get ready to take your ownership experience to the next level. We'd appreciate it if you give us a like, comment, and subscribe. We've got lots of Porsche content coming your way. Now back to the video. Today we have the opportunity to not only show you some incredible cars, but the capabilities here at Patrick Motorsports. Take a look at the service area. They have everything from air-cooled to water-cooled, stock to wildly modified. Here, not only are they working on the engines, the exterior, but full interior redos. Here we're getting a full carpet kit with custom interior panels, seats, the works, whatever the customer needs. Don't forget to look up because you might find something neat. Here in Valiant livery, a 934.5. Amongst some of these modified cars, newer cars as well, you're looking at a very original 1968 911L that was left unsorted for at least 10 to 15 years, brought back to life, and it looks incredible today. This car is a grail car for many, not only because it's speed yellow, it's a 993 C4S with a split grille and a custom interior. So a customer comes to you with a 23,000 mile 993 Tiptronic. Why take it all apart? Because they're going to transform it into a manual GT2. Now this 356 has me quite excited, not only because of its stance. If you look closely, you'll notice that's flared and widened a bit, but if you look in the back, the telltale sign that this is going to be a crazy car is the engine. From the front, the widening of this 356 is quite subtle. From the rear, you can really see it. It's actually been widened about 8 inches total, 4-inch sections on both sides. The power plant here is a 3.8 liter engine from a 911 or 993. The power that this produces would twist an original chassis 356. So it has to be seam welded, and there's a full roll cage built in. Not only is the body work done here at Patrick Motorsports, but they go ahead and they spray the car right on site. Here they build the cars to the customer specs. This car will be an ST. Most of the times people say, please make sure that there is no sunroof, but this customer wanted a sunroof on a car that didn't have it. So what do? You take a donor car in '87, take the sunroof out of that, transfer it to this, and vice versa. We're here in the surgical room of Patrick Motorsports, where the magic happens, where they breathe upon all these different engines that you want someone that knows what they're doing. They're building not only stock engines, wildly modified engines, engines that have flat fans, and this engine here is going to go into a 934.5. So from this raw material here, they're cranking out jewel pieces for your Porsche with these CNC machines. They're also doing milling work on vital parts of your Porsche's engine. So those were just a few highlights of the facility. You're going to be able to take one lap with James Patrick, owner of Patrick Motorsports since 1989, a PCA member, a longtime supporter of PCA. You've seen the name in Porsche Panorama as well. So let's go for a little walk.
So we're entering the service department area. This incorporates cars that are getting serviced, water-cooled, air-cooled, restorations, assembly, service, cars that are being serviced for customers, local and throughout the country. Obviously 914.6s are one of our specialties, so we've got 914.6s, 911s. We have alignment, wheel, tire service, our upholstery department back here. These are all cars that are getting different facets of the service and restoration process. Some are engine builds, restorations, interior jobs, as you may have seen, classics, vintage. This is entering the fabrication department. So the chassis work, metal work, roll cages, oil tanks, manufactured parts are all made here in Phoenix in our facility. And we do chassis work. We have 3 different select benches for straightening cars, or this car is getting a cosmetic build out to a GT2 turbo package. Again, fabrication department. This leads you then into our paint shop, which is where we do aluminum work, fiberglass work, paint work, all types of body paint, finish work. and fit and finish. That's what's happening in here. We have a, air, water type paint booth system here for waterborne paints as well as chemical-based paints. We use Glasserit paint here at Patrick Motorsports exclusively. So some of the projects you can see that we're building. And then this takes you back this direction. We'll go back into the clean room and engine transmission department. We actually designed all this together with an architect to have a clean air system that pumps in clean air from the top of this other side of the building into the paint shop to keep it dust-free, or close to dust-free. This is a cleaning room that incorporates ultrasonic cleaners, tumblers, and different water-based cleaners that the shop uses. This is our engine shop, and this is everything for assembly, different engine projects that we're in the middle of, different assemblies and different setups of setting the cam timing, finishing off, trimming out an engine, to different carbureted, fuel-injected engines. And we also have a employee library for all the technicians to work in, which is where they get all their information from factory Porsche books, manuals, to all the electronic programs on PWIZ 2s, all their computers, and the technical information that they need to build the cars and do the work on the cars for service for clients. Back through this direction, we'll take you into the transmission department, and where we do all of our cylinder head prep work, and we do some machine work for cases, line honing, rod honing, all the transmissions. So in here we do all the different cylinder head work, cylinder head disassembly and assembly, transaxles, transmissions set up, gearboxes that are built and finished, gear sets that are getting ready stacked, ready to be put together. This is a 915 gearbox. These are cylinder heads for a 993 that we just put new guides, valves, resurfaced for a top-end service, common on 993s. Cylinder head machine, valve grinding machine, valve guide honing machine, balancing machines, injection pump machine, rod machine, case machine for line honing, and that's about it for the engine side. So then we'll take you into the manufacturing side of the shop. Probably shouldn't forget to tell you one other little area we have, which is our chassis dyno room back here, where we can tune, and we have its own cooling system, pumped in fresh air, dynojet eddy current absorber, really helpful for tuning all these turbo cars, non-turbo cars, and fuel injection systems. This starts the area of my collection of old parts, engines, transmissions, and old builds. Then in here, this is the machine shop where the manufacturing occurs. And this is everything from a 5-axis CNC UMC 1000. We're doing billet injector blocks right now here. Very cool. You might have seen some of this already. We have mills for doing milling operations, more cylinder head work we do in the mill where we do our surfacing on the mill. And then the flywheels and clutches we manufacture, they're all made right here. And these are being spun up for our first op and our second op on the steel flywheels. You see more of these right here, and just starting out, these are the blanks that the flywheels start from right here. Back out of here, some more design details for our cam, and then back into the big parts department. This is where we have all the big parts. We're a Fixie US distributor for wheels. We have a lot of engine takeouts and cores that we go through as well. The inventory seems to just overflow all the time with different wheels, tires. We import a lot of the CN36 classic tires. We're a dance distributor as well, so we have all the different exhaust components, SSI heat exchangers, oil lines, just about everything. Collection of old vintage parts and wheels and tires that we use and sell for local clients and customers. That's just about one lap coming around through our shipping and receiving department. And this is where it all kind of leaves the shop here when we ship and package our components. And this leads us back into our fine small parts. So in here, we basically have all of the components to build and service all the Porsche engines, all the seals, gaskets, lines, hardware, oil lines, pistons, cylinders, camshafts, crankshafts, suspension components, flywheels, clutches, electronic parts. And this is our front parts counter back into our showroom. And now you've made one lap at Patrick Motorsports.